Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for coming to my channel. This is Stractify 500, my visual arts channel. We are in the midst of our perspective drawing series, our long-running perspective drawing series, and we are currently covering how to draw inclines in perspective, mainly in 1-point and 2-point perspective. The previous video, I introduced you to drawing inclines in 1-point perspective, and so in this video we're going to get into 2-point perspective and drawing inclines in with that particular technique. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And as is typical with 2-point perspective, we are going to go ahead and establish our two vanishing points. So VP1 and VP2. All right. So if you got a chance to watch, the last video where we got into 1-point perspective or inclines in 1-point perspective, you will realize that we need to extend our vanishing point, and we extend that by drawing a vertical line through that vanishing point. And in this case, we're going to draw that vertical line through both vanishing points. Like so. All right, so I'm going to keep our inclines kind of simple and symmetrical. We're not going to get into anything complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 3 inches from the horizon line, 3 inches above and 3 inches below, like so. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Above, 3 inches below. I mean, that's 6 inches, but you know, split in half, that's 3. Okay, so with this VP, I'm just going to call this one A. So these two I'm going to call A, and A right there. And then I'm going to call this B and B. A, B, B. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a flat rectangle on the ground plane, like so. I'm going to do another one over here. Like so, and like so. All right. And for clarity, I'm going to darken both. Do the same thing over here. Okay, so no cubes or boxes right now. Let's just get the concept of how inclines work in 2-point perspective, and then we can branch off or expand into cubes and boxes and other more complicated objects. Okay, so there's our first box. There's our second box. I'm just going to go ahead and label this box A and this box B. You know what? Let's not do that. Okay, so we're just going to keep things real simple, and basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a ramp. Okay, so with this box, what I'm going for, with this square, the ramp I'm going for will look, I want it to look something like this. Okay, like that and like that. Drawing it as if it's completely transparent so that you can get the you can understand what I'm going for. And then with this one, which is like this, I'm going to draw the ramp going up, because this one's is sort of a ramp declining or going down or coming up from the other side, however you want to look at it. This one, I want it to go up this way. So I want it to go like that and like that. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my triangle and just simply remember, in 2-point perspective, the horizontals are affected by the vanishing points, and then your verticals are perpendicular to your horizon line. So don't forget that. So what I'm going to do is just project two verticals up. Let me extend it really a good ways up. Like so. Put an arrow on it so that you guys know it's abundantly clear what's going on. And then for this one, the vertical lines are going from the back. This one, the vertical lines are going to go from the front. They're going to go up from the front, like so. There we go. All right. So for this one, I am going to, what we're going to do is we're going to go to these points. And remember, this is a vanishing point. So we are going to project lines from this vanishing point through each of these points. And you know, let me extend this. I think this might need to be a little longer. And then where they intersect with this horizontal line, this vertical line, will create our ramp. Okay, didn't need to be that long. So from here to here to here, project a line straight through, like so. I'll put an arrow on this so that you guys can see it. Make that arrow look nice. And then from that same vanishing point, straight through this point. Like so. I'll place an arrow right there. You have that intersection right there. Intersection right there. And so what I am going to do is, first of all, I'm going to darken, well, you know what? There's your incline, or their decline, because it's going down that way. Right there and right there. Okay, and then we're going to connect these two. Let's connect these two first, because I want you to pay attention to what's happening. So, real quick, looking at these two, when you connect these two, what line is that we're dealing with? What kind of line is that? If you guess correctly, you're dealing with the same kind of line that this is, which is a horizontal. And the horizontals are dictated by what? The vanishing point, right? The main vanishing point right here. So what should happen here is when I connect these two, as I connect them, if my drawing is accurate, it might not be, but if it is, these two, the line that goes straight through these two should connect to vanishing point number 2 over here, okay? Let me tilt that so that it's in the shot. All right, so let's go ahead and connect those two and see what happens. And there we have it. For a light line so that you guys can see it. And then I'm going to go ahead and darken this. Like so. And then I'm going to finish the rest of the object. Well, if it's a ramp, it's a pretty steep ramp. Or you know what? It could be a big slice of cheese. Or just a wedge of something. Okay? So there's the incline, and then I'm going to go ahead, since this is behind the object, I'm just going to make this a dotted line, like so. Okay, so that's basically how that works. All right. All right, well, let's see how things work over here. All right, so we've got our vertical, we've got our 2 points, and we've got our vanishing point B way over here. Let's see what happens when we connect this point to vanishing point B. See what we get. Probably get the same thing, but just in reverse. No big surprise there. But let's just go through the process and see how things work out. So that connects right there. And again, connect to the next point, connect the next point to that vanishing point. Remember, it's a vanishing point, so remember that your inclines are going to be experiencing perspective foreshortening as well. And that connects, that intersects right there. That intersection connected to that intersection should connect to the other vanishing point. Let's see if it does. And it is slightly off because it's coming there. It's more than slightly off. What happened? Let me see if I can diagnose exactly what happened there. Something's off. That's okay. We'll be more careful next time. So there's the vanishing point. There's vanishing point 1. There are the 2 points. See, it's way off there. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the 2. I'm going to put a circle around this to indicate that it's off. All right, well, there you have it. That's basically how it's supposed to work. So you drop this further down. This will come further down. You can extend this out if you'd like to extend this ending point, maybe bring it out here or something. If you want to make this a more shallow ramp, you can make those adjustments to it. Okay. So when dealing with an incline on the backside, which is like a decline, you have to deal with the vanishing point that's below the horizon line, okay? And then when you want to deal with this incline that's going up, it's headed this way, you're dealing with the vanishing point that's above the horizon line, okay? So And then also remember, and we'll cover this in another video, that for the most part you want to deal with the extended vanishing points on, you'll find yourself dealing with the extended vanishing points on an object that's for an object on maybe one side or the other side. Sometimes they will mix. We will talk about when that happens in another video, but for now, just keeping things simple. Here's your basic ramp, and we'll get into some other objects next time. All right, well, there you have it. If you have any questions, you have any statements, anything you'd like to mention, you can do so in the comments section. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Again, this is my visual arts channel, Stractify 500, where I cover drawing and composition techniques, and we explore how to apply those techniques in a variety of projects and other assignments and things like that as we move forward. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. I'll always have more to show you and post, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.